There goes the last of the sun. I turned off the motor, obviously. I'll probably try to restart the motor, but I'm not sure if it'll restart or not. Hear it? Might be going with it. There we go. 13th or so tries the charm, apparently. So goofy. Golly, look at that sky, though. Frickin' beautiful. Hey guys, so I've been having issues with my motor starting. Let me just go ahead and show you what it's doing here. Basically, I gotta plug it in. Just a second there. Okay, so I'm gonna hold this so you'll just be able to hear it is all, but. So occasionally it turns over like you heard the first time, but then occasionally it just does that stupidness. So I'm going to take off the starter and see if I can figure out what the heck is wrong with it. I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing, so if you guys have the same problems, maybe this will help you out. Alright, so this is my aftermarket relay that I have on the thing, but that has nothing to do with it. The relay just sends a signal of power, so that can't be the issue. But there's the starter. You can see it's really difficult to kind of show you guys, but right there, there's an Allen bolt that has to get undone, and right there is an Allen bolt that has to get undone. Right at the tip of my finger there, and there. So I'm gonna undo those, see if I can get the starter out of there. Okay, so I got the two that go through here and there out. Now I just have to take off these two. It looks like there's a clamp here you could take off, but I'm just gonna take off the mount. I think that'll be a better option. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And then we've got a wire on the bottom here that has a screw, has a Phillips screw in it that we're gonna have to undo. And that's just right there. We'll undo that in a second here. Okay, so I got the starter out, but upon taking it out, okay, at one point in time, I had to reattach this wire because it came off. And I'm not positive. It doesn't look like it's doing a good job, though, because half the wires are freaking split out of there. And I don't know if maybe it's a lack of current that's causing it to not engage the starter as it should, because it's not throwing the the solenoid or the Bendix or whatever it's called to engage it. So I'm going to go ahead and replace this wire. It just connects into there, so I'll snip off that bit, pull that wire off of there, and I'm just gonna redo this wire while I'm at it. I'll probably open up the starter just to check that over and make sure that it looks like it's functioning properly. But yeah, since I've already got it out, it would be foolish not to do that. But luckily I can kind of test this just on the unit without actually fully reattaching everything. So that's good news. So that's one thing we're gonna do while we're at it. Alrighty, so there was all these screws just around in all these holes. Phillips screws, take those out. You gotta loosen up this bracket so you can get a good angle to get at some of the screws. So it took some wiggling, but that part popped off of there. Probably don't want to separate this from that because it seems like it's gonna just pull the motor itself apart. So this is what we've got inside. And this spins that direction, but when the inside part of the shaft throws it fast, it's supposed to make it turn outward like that, but in this direction. It seems to be functioning properly, as far as I can tell.
And this is the drive.
That's from the motor. And everything looks okay. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lubricate this area here where that slides up. And then I'm going to throw in a little bit of oil down in that crack there that develops as well. Otherwise, everything looks perfect, so I'm going to guess that it's hopefully just that wire isn't sending enough current. I don't know, it doesn't sound like it's having a lack of current, so I'm not positive. But it's almost like this is sticking, not spinning fast enough to get thrown upward like that. So I don't know, we'll see. But I'm going to get this all lubricated up and then put it all back together and fix that wire and see what happens. Alright, so I don't know if you can see, but This goes like so, and there. Slides together. It's a snug fit. Yeah, and then I'll just put all these screws back in and hold it together. Okay, so I couldn't find anything wrong in the starter. As you guys saw, it all looked perfectly fine, so I lubricated it up, but I did redo my wire. Had to put a slightly bigger connector on it because I used a 10 gauge wire as opposed to a 12 gauge wire. So it should be able to carry the current better. Had to resolder this end back on. Everything seemed good. I put it back into its old kind of heat shield protective thing and then shrink wrapped this bit on here. So I'm hoping that this solves the issue, but we'll see in just a minute here. Okay guys, so after doing it some more, it actually stopped working again, and I was told not to use lubricant in that little spot and to use brake cleaner instead. And I have since been doing so, and it seems to work a lot better. So what you need to do is get behind your seat here, and right there, you can see there's some gunky junk. Let me get this positioned better. Right behind that fuel line. Okay, so right in that area there, if you can spray the brake cleaner, you know, I can two-hand this scenario and show you exactly what I do. See? Well, I can't really show you. But basically, that area right there, right where my finger is, that's where you want to spray. It's right in there. And give it a good hosing down. You got to be able to rinse out all of the sticky residue that's in there. So just, yeah, get your little nozzle in here and spray into that bit there. And then you can get all the sticky residue that comes out, and you're going to get a bunch of stuff dripping down on your tank. So I would recommend putting a rag down there to try to catch all the crap that comes out. That seems to have greatly improved how my scenario works. So if you guys are having similar issues, I would recommend giving that a shot. See what happens. Can't hurt, unless of course you blow up. But that's unlikely. Hasn't happened to me. Shouldn't happen to you. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit me with a thumbs up. Hit me with a thumbs down if it sucked. Keep it real, and I'll see you guys in the skies.